Basically, the first year is mostly classroom work with a lot of lab and clinical practice, although not working directly with real patients.
The second year is really where they get into the field and start doing their clinical rotations. And those clinical rotations require that a preceptor, a community practicing physician in the various fields, take on the student for 6 weeks usually of a learning rotation.
During the beginning of their 6 weeks, we pretty much have them shadow us and going into and seeing patients together. As they get more comfortable, we'll allow them to do more and actually take a part. We try to ask them to make the assessment and develop a plan for each patient as well.
So in a typical day here, I usually go in and see the patient prior to the physician going in. I'll go in and take a history, do a physical exam, come out and present to them what I've found, kind of a differential, and if I have no clue, I can say that too, and kind of get their feedback on that.
The clinical year, the second year, you're actually in the office with real live patient. A patient story is very different when it's coming from a patient and not a standardized person with a script. And that change from the classroom where you may know all the answers to a real patient and learning the information for yourself and making the next best statement of how do we move forward, it's a big jump.
The classroom information allows us to be able to absorb information during the clinical years, but without the hands-on experience, we're not going to be able to go do hands-on work.
I definitely see an increase in their confidence level. I see them getting more efficient, and actually I see them enjoying themselves quite a bit more as they get more comfortable with the patients. They're really looking for guidance and really development of skills. We are helping to provide that for them, really hands-on skill building and confidence building.
I also still have that safety net of working with my preceptor and getting constructive criticism as well as some education and feedback on what I've done with the patient, what I could have done better and what I did well.
The clinical experiences that I've had so far have really made a huge difference. The people that I've met with, the providers, and even the patients, has been really valuable for my learning, and also develop relationships with the medical community here.
Through these rotations, you start to not only meet, of course, your preceptor closely as someone representing that field, but others in the community who do similar work, start making connections. It's a great networking time as well as hands-on practice.